Hello everybody, welcome back, and just a quick disclaimer before we start the video. This is leaks, so I guess if you don't want to see these leaks, just skip off. These are animatronic leaks for Party City 2022, but yeah, if you're still here, today we're going to be talking about the Party City leaks that leaked today, or Halloween City, Party City. Personally, I prefer Halloween City just because it's Party City, but all Halloween. And let me tell you, just straight off the bat, just these animatronics are amazing. They are really upping their game this year. Like, before I get into anything, I just wanted to say that, just a quick disclaimer that, like, these animatronics are awesome. Alright, starting off with the first item, we have this, like, hanging ghoul demon thing. I actually think he's really cool. I think he looks creepy, and I assume his price is going to be pretty decent, so I would be down to get him, I mean, as like a background decoration for my haunt this year, but he's pretty cool. Yeah, that's really all I have to say about him. He's like one of the only non-animatronic characters that were leaked today, so that's all I really have to say about him. He's really cool. Alright, so next we're moving on to an actual animatronic, and this is, from what I've heard, the 12-foot clown. Personally, for me, I think this is one of my most favorite 12-foot props that have came out in the past couple of years that they've been doing 12-foots. And I have reasons. I know this is quite a controversial take, but I think he's really cool. And clowns are okay animatronics. They're really good if they're done well, and this one I think is just really done well. I'm not too big of a fan of 12-foot props just because they're quite large, and you know, I don't really have room for that, and I also like to display like my animatronics mainly in like my garage haunt. But yeah, I still think he's really cool. I think, you know, he looks cool. He kind of reminds me of, like, he's like a cartoony character. He kind of reminds me of, like, Whack-A-Mole. Like how cartoony, like, he doesn't look like Whack-A-Mole, but just the cartoon look. I just think he looks really creepy with the really sharp teeth and the red eyes. I assume he just, like, probably, like, laughs and his eyes light up and that's all he does, but he's really cool looking, and yeah, I really do like him. I don't think I'll be getting him this year, of course, but because he's really big, but still think he's cool. And these 12-foot props, I mean, they're pretty cool. Like I said, I don't really like plan to get any 12-foot props, and not really too big of a fan of them, but I think he's pretty cool. Alright, up next is another clown animatronic, which I'll get into this in further detail later after I show all the animatronics, but this guy is really cool. And out of all these, I think I'm debating on getting this guy out of all of them. So what I'm seeing is that I think he pops up out of the popcorn, which is just okay, I'm not taking another retake. I've already gone through one. Alright, I think he pops up out of the popcorn, like I was saying, and yeah, he just looks really cool. I believe, looking at him, I think he's probably made by, like, Techie Toys, but that's just speculation. He looks really cool. I love the design. I love the little art of, like, the clown in the background. I think he looks really creepy. That's another thing about this year in Party City. A lot of the props are actually quite creepy. Like some of them even go into, like, gore and, like, bloodiness and stuff, which is pretty creepy. But as you can see, it looks like it's got, like, a little press button where maybe you might have to put a try me yourself, or maybe it comes with a try me button where you can press it. But I might get this guy. It depends on what his price is. I think he's really cool, and yeah. Alright, taking a break from clowns, let's take a look at this demon character. I also really like this guy. I think this is a really cool, like, like demon look. I think he looks really cool. It looks like there's fog that comes out of his horns, which is really cool. As you can see it's like his little hooves, I believe they're called, on like, you know, down below right there for his feet, which just look really cool. He's got like some like razor sharp claws and a cool, like, you know, cool outfit. He just looks cool overall. It's really off to say, and unique, really unique prop, you know. Yeah, so that's really all I have to say about him. He's sorry, I'm just moving. He's really cool, and I really like him. Alright, coming up next, we have this Groundbreaker Clown, which I assume fogs. This guy really reminds me of that, what is it called? That unreleased, I believe, Moore's Costumes, crawling clown, which is really cool to see. I'm not sure who makes him, but looking at the hands, it looks like SVI, which is really cool to see that they're, you know, moving on from, you know, I know Morbid went out of business, but they still were kind of selling them, but it looks like they're starting to move on now and starting to sell more SVI props and not just selling, you know, the Moore's Costumes props that they were selling last year. And now they're starting to make their own SVI props, you know? And I really do like that. I really do like him. I don't see myself getting him, but hey, he looks really cool, and yeah. Alright, the next one we're looking at is very interesting because he looks a lot like something familiar. Limiting Zombie Boy is what I'm talking about. Yeah, he looks a lot like Limiting Zombie Boy, but like, I guess more modern. I mean, he's pretty cool. He's holding candy. Yeah, he's pretty similar to Limiting Zombie Boy, except he's, you know, holding a bag of candy, and Limiting Zombie Boy was, of course, holding a arm, or a hand or whatever. But I think he's alright. I have to see what he does. He might just be static and just light up, although maybe his head turns is all I can really think that he does, but that's all I really have to say about him. I mean, he's pretty cool. Cool to see. Again, I don't really know the names of these props. I just got these off of a YouTube video. This could just be named Limiting Zombie Boy Remake or something. I don't know. But he's pretty cool. Alright, up next is, I guess I could classify this as an animatronic. Again, we don't know what it does. It's for sure a prop, but this is like some kind of ice cream holding clown. I actually think he looks really cool with the tongue and stuff, but again, he does look kind of cheap, but he could be high quality in person. I just, you know, he looks kind of cheap, but he's still cool looking though. I like his long, creepy looking tongue with the ice cream. He just looks really creepy, and you know, his red hair, his red spiky hair. He looks very cartoony as well, which I definitely do like. Yeah, that's really all I have to say about him. There's not really too much to see right here, but he's really cool. Alright, this next one I really like. Now, this one I actually might get for reasons that it looks awesome. It's bloody, it's scary, it depends on what the movement is. But overall, this prop is really amazing. It's definitely my favorite out of all of them that have been shown. I hope it thrashes around. It has a box on its head. The face, I wonder if it's an actual face, because it does kind of look a little fake. Like, they just put like a picture right there, which that would definitely make me not want to get it. But again, I have to see spirits line up. But this prop, yeah, like I said, they didn't hesitate with putting blood all over it, which is definitely really cool and gives it more of a real look. And not trying to go after Spirit, but I have to say, if Spirit were to have done this prop, they probably would have just made the entire outfit clean, which, you know, it's just Spirit, you know, they don't really want to take risks like that. But this prop is awesome, and yeah, it's really cool, and this prop will lead into one of my Halloween City theme theories, but yeah. Alright, up next are these like trick-or-treater skeleton ghost props. they're pretty cool. They really remind me of the Home Depot like pumpkin. I think Moore's Costumes also sold a version of it, but I think Home Depot was like the more popular one from, you know, buyers. But they're pretty cool. Again, they're not really my thing, but yeah, that's really all I have to say about it. There's trick-or-treaters, a skeleton and a ghost, probably gonna be around like $100-something, and yeah. Alright, next one is very interesting. I don't hate it, but I'm also not too big of a fan. It's a unique idea with a raccoon being a prop, but I just think it looks a little cheap, you know. Kind of looks like, no hate to Morbid, but it kind of looks like back in the day when, you know, not back in the day, but like more recently Morbid props, you know, more recent Morbid props, like, I don't know, I can't name some, there's so many, but it just kind of looks cheap like that is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, he's alright, but yeah, not one of my most excited ones. I assume he's gonna pop out like Bubba or Mance with his friend from Spirit Halloween. But yeah, that's all I really have to say about him. Alright, last but not least, we have like this snake thing that looks like it pops out of the box. I think it's gonna like lunge down, kind of like those old like snakes that used to pop down and, you know, rattle its tail, which is pretty cool. I like the idea. I think this is definitely a cool tabletop if it does that. Overall, it looks cool though. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't really have much to say about this. It's just another tabletop, but yeah, this was the last thing that got leaked. Again, this isn't the full lineup, of course. It's just a couple props out of this year's lineup, I assume. But yeah, time to move on to my theme predictions. All right, time for theme predictions. Now, for us to predict the theme, we just have to take a look at some of the props that were leaked today. Now, usually the props don't really have to do anything with the theme, but these just seem a little too, you know, out there. First, let's take a look at the clowns. There's quite a bit of clowns. There's, I believe, 4 clowns, if I'm correct. 4 clown props, which is, you know, that are all new. You gotta think about that. They're all new. It's not like there's any like returning. I assume characters like, what's his name, Giggles the Clown, will be returning this year for Party City Halloween City. And by the way, I'm talking about the Halloween City theme this year, because Party City doesn't really do theming per se. But just taking a look at the props, it looks like we could be getting a circus. Now let's take a look at some of the other props. A lot of the other ones are like mental asylum kind of props, which could be hinting at an asylum. Alright, sorry, I had to cut that part out, but like I was saying, could be hinting at some kind of asylum theme. The props this year just really would fit into it, and of course, you know, Clown Train and the Asylum theme from Spirit Halloween 2013. I mean, I could see Halloween City doing that, you know, just kind of making their own spin-off. I wouldn't say rip-off, but spin-off of their own version, which would be really cool. Alright, I'm sorry, you guys. Before I end this video, I forgot I left one more, and here she is. Again, this kind of hints more to like an asylum theme, and she's really cool. As you can see, she sits in a chair. I assume she is made by Techie Toys. I assume, because she's kind of what she looks like. She kind of looks like a Techie prop, but yeah, really cool. I do actually like her design. She's really cool. Again, with like the blood at the bottom of the dress, looks really cool, and yeah, I like the chains hanging down. Overall, I think she's a really cool prop. That's all I have to say about her. But yeah, that's all I really have to say. And that was so far what we have leaked for the 2022 Halloween Party City lineup. I'm really excited for this year. This year so far, everything looks great, and I'm really excited to see what they've got, you know, for Halloween City, you know, the theming and stuff. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. If you guys haven't already, I would really appreciate if you guys would subscribe to my channel and just check out some other videos, you know. I just put up a a cryptic video that I'm not gonna get into, but you want to go check that out, check it out. Yeah, see you guys in the next video. Bye.